You are now tuned in to the epicenter of geek news with your hosts, the slippery online streamer warlord with the skills to back it up, Fergie, and the master of Marvel, the cinema showstopper, Chaotic. This is Tenacious
This is hack of
Geeks.
the DMV. I mean, all my information's probably out there already.
Yeah, probably.
Oregon DMV got massively hacked, like, yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, hardcore hacked.
Good thing I'm not in Oregon.
Right? Yeah, lucky you.
I haven't watched it. Fuck that. But
Yeah.
I got us rolling now. We're good.
Okay.
Just a little soft intro.
Nice.
So welcome everybody to another episode. I got my buddy Corey.
What up?
This dude's awesome. I love this guy.
Oh, that's sweet.
But no Fergie today, so he's out of town right now.
That's fine. I'll try to make a somewhat decent enough replacement for the temporary time being.
All literal and stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you using all these big words, bro?
That's how I am.
But yeah, so you're a Subaru guy like me.
Yes, sir.
We're fucking nerds.
Massively.
Huge nerds. That's kind of what the whole show's about anyway.
I presumed as much, Tenacious Geek. It just kind of makes sense.
Right? Tell me that's not like the best fucking name ever.
I mean, I thought it was just a tribute, but
Yeah, we're not the best podcast in the world.
I was telling a couple of my buddies at work, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go out to Vancouver. I'm going to, be on a podcast. And they're like, oh, so what is it? I was like, it's a nerdy podcast, Tenacious Geek.
Yeah, I was like, that's what we just geek shit. That's
Yeah.
all we say.
When I told my son, I was like, he asked me, what's the podcast? And I'm like, oh, it's just nerdy shit. He's like, is that what it's called? It's like, no.
That would have been a good name too, though.
Right.
Just dirty shit.
Right. It would have been funny.
Yeah. I mean, with video games, movies, comics, a lot of anime.
Yeah. Anime's
We do watch a lot of anime.
I don't get too deep into anime. It
No?
depends on what it is. Like, I've been eagerly awaiting the finalized end of Attack on Titan. Have you watched Attack on Titan?
I've watched like maybe 5 episodes
Oh,
when it
man.
first started, and it just
It gets
it.
insanely good.
I mean, I'll watch it eventually, but
It's
it's like I don't know.
it's supposed to
it
be
was
ending this year. So, like, this summer, fall, winter time is supposed to be like the final ending of the series. And
Finally,
yeah,
How many
finally.
seasons are there now?
Oh man. Well, the weird thing about it is each season is like 30 episodes, it seems like. So it's really, really long seasons. And it's just what I liked about it so much is the action in it is
I've
really
seen-
good.
I mean, I've seen some like reels and shit.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and
like,
then
okay, cool.
as you get deeper in the anime, there's so many things for you to think about, like, oh, what if this is going to happen? But what if this is going to happen? And there's so many twists and turns within it where it makes you actually think. And so that was like a big, big turn on for me because I'm watching it
I just
and I'm theorizing.
don't get the whole big Titan things. Like I should probably watch it.
You got to watch it.
But
I can't go deep in the spoilers. 'cause
this
it'll
is coming
kinda
from the
ruin it,
same
but
guy that I refused to watch My Hero Academia for so long because it just I started it and I was like, this is so fucking slow. It's kind of boring. And I'm huge into superpowers, like the superhero thing. I watched the fuck out of Heroes. I don't know if you remember that show.
Yeah.
With the
Save
cheerleader
prince-
chick.
Yeah, Save the Cheerleader, Save the World.
Yeah, big into that. Invincible, The Boys. I love.
Love The Boys.
Yeah, me too. Have you seen Invincible?
No, I haven't yet. I've heard a lot of
You
things
really
about it,
should.
but I just haven't watched it.
It's so good. It's created by the same dude that did Walking Dead.
Oh,
Robert Kirkman.
okay. Yeah.
It's so good.
I'll have to check it out. I mean, I have Prime, so there's no reason for me not to.
Right. Everybody's got Prime.
Everybody.
Right. But yeah, I didn't watch My Hero for so long, and now I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I got Bakugo hanging from my front mirror
Yeah, I
in
got
my
a-
car. So
I got a Deku hat there. I think you saw my Deku shirt.
yeah.
And then me and my co-host were going to get matching tattoos down our arms. I got Bakugo coming in on this side. He's getting Deku on the other side.
That's awesome.
Because we've known each other for 20 years.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's super cool, man.
fucking obsessed with it. I got my son introduced into it. He knows Deku all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good show. It is slow. It is
Yeah.
slow. But like once you get past that initial,
Oh, dude, it fucking skyrocketed.
Yeah. And Attack on Titan is kind of the same. It's a little bit slow in the beginning, and then like season 3 is more of thinking, but then they go like
Yeah, I gotta
It's-
keep it actiony.
it's almost like comparing the old Marvel, like you remember old like Lou Ferrigno painted green as the Hulk.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the first couple seasons if you compare it to the 3rd and 4th season, because there's way more Titans, there's way more crazy shit that's going on.
So what you're saying is skip the first 2 seasons and just,
I mean, if you have to, but there's a lot of character building and there's a lot of depth that goes into those first 2 seasons, and then it just gets ridiculously good, like insanely good.
see, that's how My Hero was, to me at least. And then I got turned on to Demon Slayer.
Oh, that's another really good one.
You caught up?
Yeah.
I haven't watched Swordsmith yet.
I don't know what Swordsmith is.
Swordsmith Village, the new like season,
The new
the 3rd season.
I haven't watched that. I think I
It's
watched
not all the way dubbed yet.
I watched the Mugen Train
Yeah, the little train
series thing.
the little
I don't-
arc.
Arc, that's what it's
like,
called.
It's like season 1.5 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I watched that one, and then I watched
The one right
the
after
next one where they're like in the city.
it. And they're like, it's about like prostitutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that
so
one.
this is the one right after that.
I really like that they make the big bad guy essentially Michael Jackson. Like
Right?
vampire Michael Jackson.
Right?
Like, I saw that and I was like, what the hell? That's actually kind of amazing.
Completely random, but did you ever watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
No, I haven't.
No. Oh my god. So like in the first season, it's about vampires too,
Mhm.
essentially, and it's like the big bad boss man from Demon Slayer kind of reminds me of the big bad boss man from JoJo,
Oh,
because one's a vampire, one's a demon, but the way you put it, like it's almost identical,
that's fucking
and it's like I just want to kill you because I hate you
yeah.
type of shit, and it's
Those are
JoJo's a really good show.
I've seen a whole bunch of weird
It
shit
is
about JoJo.
it's
and-
super weird.
Yeah, that's what kind of turned me off from it. Because normally when something, so I'm a hipster. I've lived in Portland for most of my adult life. Most of my childhood life was in Portland. Back in like 2005, people were calling me a hipster, and I didn't know what the hell that meant.
Like what the fuck?
And they're like, you like things that are not cool, and when they become cool, then you stop liking them. I'm like, yeah,
Is that what
I like
a
what I
hipster
like.
is?
Essentially, yeah. Like, or that's what it used to be. Now it's like,
That must make me a hipster then.
yeah. And
Because I do the same thing. Mine is like when it starts getting popular, I don't want anything to do with it.
exactly.
And then I'll like check it out. Like Walking Dead.
Wait till the hype dies down.
Yeah. Like the hype dies down. I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. It's like fucking Walking Dead. I didn't watch Walking Dead for like ever.
That was
Like up until like just within the last like 2 years.
they
is
had
when I
a
started
good, like
watching
5
it.
seasons.
Yeah. I think I got to like right at the end of the Negan.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
about yeah.
They did a time skip. I'm good.
Seeing yeah,
Did the same thing with Stranger Things. I didn't touch Stranger Things until the last season was done. Then I binged it all.
I don't know if I've seen the newest one.
It
I haven't.
was really-
The
it was
one
really
where
good.
like
see, I should have just watched it as it's coming out because
Mhm.
it's really good.
it is.
But like Supernatural, I love Supernatural for the first 6-7 seasons. I watched it with the hype, and then I was like,
Mhm.
no, it's too much. Gone back to finish it later,
Yeah,
you know. But I'm the same way.
yeah. I mean, it's just I don't know the hype. For me personally, at least, the hype's a big turnoff.
Yeah,
Because it's like if everyone likes it, then why do I want to be like everyone
I think
else?
that's why I hate Fortnite so much. Still
Yeah.
to this day,
Like-
I hate that game so bad.
I'll see my like it's funny too because like my wife, my son, my wife's best friend, and my best friend,
They all play Fortnite.
they will all sit in the living room at my place and play Fortnite together, and I'm just sitting there like, so this is boring.
Yeah.
Like, well, you can get on and play with us. I'm good.
No.
I'll pass.
I
Like,
mean, I've heard they did the no building shit,
yeah,
which
It was good.
I mean, I could maybe fuck with that a little bit. But
Yeah.
that game seems like a money grab to me.
It
all
is. I let my son do the $11 a month pass, so he gets the season pass every month, and he gets like special, unique bonus
But
skins
he's
and
got
stuff
a lot
like
of
that.
chores to earn that. Huh?
I mean, kind of, not too much. His chores, he's really consistent with them. So
That's good then.
yeah, I mean, he's got his stuff that he's got to do, and I mean, it's $11 a month. What's $11 a month in the grand scheme of things? If he actually plays the game,
That's a good point. Yeah.
and
If he plays it and enjoys it, I mean,
yeah,
we pay for Xbox Live and worse stuff.
exactly,
Right, I get it.
exactly. And I would say a quote unquote chore is he has to make use of the battle pass every month, or he loses it.
So he better complete that.
Exactly. So every month he completes it, and he gets, probably
touche.
about 15, 20 skins and a whole bunch of different stuff like throughout the month when he's
Right.
playing. So like, I'm like, yeah, dude, cool. Keep doing it. Like,
That's cool.
as long as you're actively using it.
See, that used to be me in Destiny.
Oh,
I played Destiny 2 so hard. Everybody that's listening to this podcast should know that. Like, I played it so hard for so many years up until this last expansion. Just bought it, played it for like a couple weeks.
Is it just not good? Just not feeling it anymore?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
They're fucking up PvP a lot.
That's what I've heard.
And the raids and everything. It's like they're making them harder, which is a good thing in its own way. But it's like the way you find your teams and like people to play with, because you gotta have people to do these raids and dungeons and shit. Kind of like WoW.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the community just sucks. Like literally, the Destiny 2 community was awesome forever, and all the way up, and even when the actor dude died, the Lance Riddick or whatever his name was, because he was a Destiny player.
Yeah, that was just recent.
Yeah, it was like beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was like March. But he played Destiny. He was a voice in Destiny. Then the community came together, and it's still just like when it comes to raids and shit, it's like, oh, you better know what you're doing. I want you to have like 5 clears before we invite you. And it's like, what the fuck?
It's one of those endless cycles where I can't get a team because I don't know the raid, but I don't know the raid because I can't get a team.
Exactly. Exactly. And I know that because of WoW.
Yeah.
I've been through that too.
And it's always painful. It's frustrating.
And then eventually you get that one squad that's like, yeah, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you learn it.
Yeah.
And then you go on and you do like heroics and mythics and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just
that was me.
It takes that one squad or that one group of people, that one guild
that have done it so many times. They're like, yeah, well, we could take on a scrub.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I mean, you can go online and watch videos and tactics and shit. I don't do that.
No.
I don't watch tactics online. I learn it by doing it.
It's not as fun. It's really not like that. I remember when Elden Ring came out.
I still never played Elden Ring.
It's good if you like
the hype. I think the hype got me for Elden Ring.
If you're a masochist, then you'll probably like it.
Just kill everybody and shit.
No, yourself.
Oh yeah.
So, because it's a Dark Souls, it's an open world Dark Souls, and I'm terrible at Dark Souls games.
Yeah, me too.
But I still have fun with them.
Because you die and you restart, right?
Not fully, but like.
But I don't think Elden Ring does that, right?
It's not that you restart, but so like in Dark Souls, the currency, the experience, are both souls. If you die, there's all the souls that you've collected are there. If you die while you're trying to make it back to your body, those souls are gone.
You lose everything.
You lose everything, all your souls. Now you don't lose your gear.
But you can go back and get your souls.
Only if you don't die on your way back. And
it's kind of like WoW.
A little bit. But you don't lose experience or gold or anything when you die in WoW. True. Which,
dude, a hardcore World of Warcraft server would be tight.
From what I understand, they're looking at making one in Classic.
Like Diablo does. Yeah, that would be fucking tight.
Because like
Classic would be the best one to do it too.
So since you brought up WoW, I play on a private server for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, what's the
private
server?
So it's called Turtle WoW.
Oh, Turtle WoW. Okay.
And
I played Molten WoW.
What's Molten?
Molten WoW was I don't even think it's a thing anymore. But Molten was Lich King private server. Okay. Way back when I think this was during like Mists of Pandaria. So like Mists of Pandaria was live and they went and did Lich King because Kata kind of screwed everything up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because Lich King was the best.
Yeah.
And so I played on Molten because I ran through Panda like it was nothing.
It was easy.
And I just
They
didn't
simplified the game.
I didn't really care for the raids or farming or anything. So I wouldn't play Molten for like ever. Until Warlords came out. I went back to live on Warlords. And then Molten disappeared. So
I'm one of the few people that liked Warlords of Draenor.
I loved Warlords.
Like, I had a good guild. We had fun.
Me too.
Like, it was actually entertaining.
The raids were challenging.
Mm-hmm.
The not being able to fly right off the bat was nice too.
Yeah. It was a big change of pace, which is what the game needed.
Well, I'm a paladin tank.
Okay.
That's what I do. I loved every second of it.
Mm-hmm.
Tanking was so nice.
Oh yeah, I was a Death Knight tank.
Oh, you were Death Knight? I'm paladin.
I was paladin until they released Death Knight, and then I was like,
now here's the question: live, Horde or Alliance?
Horde.
You fucking get out.
Always Horde.
Get out.
Always Horde, no matter what.
Get the fuck out. I'm for the Alliance, dog.
No, man.
All day.
Loktar.
I couldn't. Nope.
Victory or death.
Nope. For the Alliance, man. But see, we can get along outside the game.
Exactly.
But in the game, no.
I'll kill you.
Yeah. Fuck you. Good luck. Well, I ain't touched it since Legion dropped, so
it's different now. A lot of stuff is normalized in the current game. Maybe normalized is the wrong word for it. So I'll use PvP as an example. In current WoW, right? So Dragonflight.
Right, because Dragonflight's the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say
Shadowlands.
Shadowlands came out, and it was out for a while, and then Dragonflight just came out at the tail end of last year.
Right. Okay.
So it's the newest one.
That's right, because you get the dragon mount and the weird.
The dragon flying is kind of cool. I guess it's a cool
we've
concept.
had dragon mounts since fucking.
But it's different
Burning
the way that
Crusade.
it is. So like you don't just fly. There's no hovering. Like you have to gain momentum or you're falling.
Oh, so it's like actual like.
Yeah, which is
flying.
kind of cool. But
I like hovering.
a couple expansions ago, they ruined PvP in WoW. And
Which was probably Legion.
I
heard Battle for Azeroth was pretty good though, PvP wise. So
well,
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played since Legion. So if that's the case, that's 4 expansions I haven't played.
When it comes to PvP for me, I like being able to get my character so geared that when a fresh Alliance noob walks into the arena with me or walks into a battleground with me, I smack him twice and he dies. Because
So they just balanced it pretty much.
yeah, they made everything a percentage base. So let's say you as a fresh max level character, still in your greens and blues from leveling, and me in my full PvP gear, we
Full set and everything.
exactly.
Okay.
We fight.
Oh, I'm getting decimated.
It says on my screen that I'm doing 10,000 damage, but you only have 12,000 hit points and it's moving like 5%. Meaning that even though they're saying it does a certain number of damage, a certain health point of damage, it's actually only doing a percentage. Because you're under geared, it's going to do less damage to you. And when that happened, I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this.
Yeah, fuck that.
There's no reason for that.
I'm here to one shot.
Yeah. Like I had to take my lumps.
Yeah.
I had to go in there and get
we had to
mollywopped
earn
all day long.
Earn that shit in arenas all day.
Exactly. You know, like
that's when, being a mage.
Yeah.
Because I played a mage too, a frost mage.
Mage or a
glass
priest?
cannon. You come run up on me, I'm getting smacked all day. My paladin, if I can't get to you, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit.
So
That's fucked.
it's PvP is not as fun, but Turtle WoW. So Turtle WoW and hardcore. So
We're not condoning this either, by the way.
No, definitely, totally.
Private
not
servers are
condoning
fun
it.
as fuck. And they're always free.
They are.
That's the best part.
That's the big thing. So they have enforced hardcore mode. Now, you're not forced to play hardcore mode, but you make a new character, you go to the glyph person, and you turn on hardcore mode. If your character dies, you can't log into that character anymore. That character is dead. The only thing you can do with it is delete it from from the character selection screen.
Oh shit! So kind of like
That's your
Diablo.
only option. Yeah.
Tight.
And so it's classic. And
So it's to level 60.
yeah, level 60, old world content, no flying.
No fucking
And-
hair or heirlooms.
No,
No
none
fucking.
of that.
Yeah.
And they've added
That was one of the things I loved doing. Was
Getting the
heirlooms and
heirlooms.
twinking.
twinking was
Level 20
crazy.
twinking. Battlegrounds and all that.
Yeah,
Oh, I loved
it was
Until it was
frustrating.
nothing but twinks. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could have a level 19 twink going out killing level 40s.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see.
I think I kept mine at level 20. So it went up that bracket in Battlegrounds.
Yeah, so you could do 20 to 29.
Yeah. Which made it
It's-
even more fun.
Yeah, cuz you've got level 29 people that think they're twinks, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the same,
Right.
you know.
And then, just turn experience off
yeah,
and just have
you
fun.
just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, WoW's
Fuck,
it
dude.
definitely
Back
taken a
on-
lot of time of,
Dude, the
of
old-
my life.
The old private servers that I told you, Molten. I used to multi-box.
Dude,
I was one of those guys. Multi-box a shaman.
Wrath was the time to multi-box shamans.
Wrath was awesome for shamans.
Yeah.
I remember multi-boxing shamans and like soloing 10-man Lich King.
Mhm.
With
All day.
with nothing but shamans.
Yeah.
10-man
Well, they're
shamans.
so
Do you know how
strong.
hard that shit was?
Well, they're so
To try to get them to run back together and go where I want them to go.
Mhm.
Oh my god. 10 on one screen.
I
not
remember
not like 3 monitors, because this was back when Pandaria was out.
Mhm.
That's fucking so long ago.
It really is.
So I mean,
But-
yeah, so 10 fucking full screens. So for the people that don't know, the term multi-boxing means I'm running individual accounts, but like multiple monitors on one screen, on one monitor.
Yeah,
So I'm hotkeying my keyboard. I'm running like 10 characters all at the exact same time, but pressing one button at a time, like I'm playing one character.
it's crazy to see, especially when you come across them in PvP,
Oh, I see that all the time.
because you walk in and you're like, oh, it's just a shot. Oh, it's a group of shaman and I'm dead.
Yeah, a group of shaman that are running like they're one person.
Uh huh.
So they overlap and it looks, yeah. Oh, it's so stupid.
You can't tell. Like
I would tab target. I would literally spam the tab just to make sure there wasn't multiples there.
yeah, it's
Yeah. And then they'd name them. Everybody would name their multi-box with like one letter off or
Mhm.
something like that. So they
Or
were all
use, like, alt
identical
codes.
too. Yeah.
yeah.
Like fuckers.
It was the glory days. The glory days of
Dude, that
WoW.
shit was so fun.
Yeah.
Old school raiding. Like we don't have guilds like that anymore.
No, I mean you can raid in Raid Finder now, which is raiding on easy
I
mode,
fucking hate Raid Finder.
and it's just
I hated it.
yeah. I don't even know the
yeah,
last time I ran raids. I don't care about the lore. I don't care about any of that stuff.
No, but I miss just regular and heroic.
Mhm.
10 and 25 man.
Yeah.
We don't need 12. We don't need 40. Well, the 40 mans were fucking amazing.
They were.
But 10 and 25, Lich King. I think even Cataclysm did 10 and 25.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah, because Mythic didn't come out until, was it Panda? No, I think it was Warlords.
I've never ran a mythic.
I tried. But it's like, so by the time Warlords came out, we had LFR level,
Mhm.
Raid Finders, so like fresh.
Yeah.
And then normal, and then heroic, and then mythic.
That's just too much.
And
of
I
the
was like,
same
so
content.
how many times do I have to run this fucking? I think that's why we didn't get much content compared to the old ones.
And it seems like they're catering the game, like at least now, they're catering to the game to
Dumb
two
people.
separate factions. The really hardcore raiders that run like the 1% of the 1% that run like high mythics,
Yeah.
and then the LFR just smashing their forehead
Casuals.
against the keyboard.
Yeah.
And like I'm a hardcore casual. So like
Hardcore casual.
yeah, like I play pretty casually.
I was
when I
fucking-
play,
I was hardcore, period. I wasn't casual about
Well,
it. I'm talking.
I wasn't then.
Bro, I'm
but
talking.
I am
I'm spending
now.
like, I'd get off of work an 8-hour day and I'm spending 10 hours
Mhm.
after that playing WoW, sleeping for maybe 4 hours, go back to work.
Well, yeah. In
That
our,
was my
in our
time.
early 20s, late teens, we were able to get away with it.
Yeah. Or even in high school. Like in high school was when like Lich King, Burning Crusade, all that. That's fucking all I did.
Oh man, you're way younger than me then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
Oh, I'm only 31.
Well, I mean, that's a big difference in WoW though.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Cuz I got introduced
Yeah, it came out what, 2004?
2004, and I think I started playing in 2005. Early 2006.
Yeah, cuz I think
something
I was
like that.
playing I didn't start until like right at the butt end of Classic
Okay.
and Burning Crusade. So Burning Crusade was my first full experience.
So we started at pretty much the same time.
Yeah?
And like, yeah, because it was right at the end of Classic, beginning of Burning Crusade when I started playing.
Yeah, that was about when I
And-
started too. I was like, I think I was in like 8th grade, 7th,
Yeah.
8th grade.
I was, well,
I think I was, yeah.
so for me, things were kind of weird because I went to high school for a couple of years, then I dropped out, and then I went and joined the army. Then I got kicked out for medical reasons, and I got asthma. So
So do I.
like,
That's why I just never bothered.
yeah, I joined, and then I got there, and they sent me to Georgia in the middle of spring, and my lungs were like, yeah, no,
Oh
we're
my
not
God,
doing this.
No.
So
Not in that swamp heat either.
no, dude, it was so bad. So I got
Even
back.
when it's 60, it's just like,
it's you're breathing water.
yeah.
You know, like
It's,
you're just breathing hot, steamy water.
It's terrible.
It's not fun. Not fun at all. But I got back from that and just started partying a lot. And then once my money ran out, my buddy was like, I got to show you this game. And I was hooked.
That's it.
Like that's all it took. I was in, and I couldn't stop. I haven't been able to fully give it up since then. It's like,
So my introduction was my like best friend in middle school. His mom and her wife played like religiously all through Classic and everything. And it was like I'd go in and see it. I'm like, okay. You know, I'm coming from Nintendo,
Mhm.
PS2. Like I played pretty hardcore. Halo, I was fucking first Halo all day long.
oh yeah.
Like that was my shit. So I was like, oh okay, World of Warcraft. I was like, this is tight. I was like, when do I get to play this on console? No.
There's not
I was
enough
like, all right,
keys
well,
on
I
the
guess I gotta
controller.
start figuring out how to do this. And then come to find out about the subscription shit. I was like, well, I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in school. I'm like, how is this gonna work? Go play the free trial. Fuck, I was hooked. I would continuously repeat the trial as much as I could, and it was eventually I started getting paid and shit. I'd like go make people pay for it for me.
Right. I mean,
You know, a little bit of
got to do what you
know.
got. You got to do what you got to do. You
No,
know?
I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm saying. And so it was like I had to get the money for it, and after that, it was just like that's all I wanted to do
Yeah. It's
and then they did the buy your subscription with gold, the in game. As soon as that went live, it became a job.
yeah.
It was like I got to grant a certain amount a day to make the money to pay for the month of the subscription. And it was like
it's
a cycle.
yeah. I mean, you can definitely do that. Like
Yeah.
I remember farming herbs and ore.
Oh fucking
And-
ore. Oh my god.
Ore's the worst because like farming herbs is easy.
I had
You
to
make a
find-
druid. You make a
lot.
druid and you just fly around. And you just fly around and you pick the damn flowers and you keep flying
Dude, I
to
was
the
a
next one.
badass. That was my shit. Was Resto Druid back in Lich King.
Never
And then-
been a healer.
Never.
Never.
I used to prefer healer because so I always played a mage was my first one. It's always my first one. That's my enchanter. That's my portals. That's,
Mhm.
Yeah, and then realized that doing DPS all the time was just like blah.
Boring.
I need some more.
Yeah.
Went to Resto Druid. Fucking loved it. I could solo a 10-man heroic.
Damn.
After you know a few runs, knowing what to do, getting the gear.
Knowing when the big hits happen.
I
and shit
literally
like that.
could solo heal all through 10-man heroic with my guild, and it was fucking amazing. And then Kata came out and fucking destroyed it
Yeah.
because we didn't have tree anymore,
No.
and it was like they ruined it.
That was one of the like
And that's when I switched to paladin, and I started paladin, and I just went straight to tank.
I still
And
have
then
a
Legion
buddy.
ruined that. So
I have a buddy still every expansion he's asking me, did they give me my tree back yet?
nope.
because he hasn't played in
They made
many
it
expansions.
supposedly they made a glyph. They made a glyph, I think, in Cataclysm or Panda, where you can get the tree. You just don't have to be in it. But it's not the same tree.
It's not the same.
It's that weird, like, fucking blocky one with the legs. Have you seen it?
I don't think so.
It's like the Trent. Almost. Well, hold on. Let's see if I can get a picture of it. But it's not the tree.
It's not like the old tree, like the
no,
Resto
I
tree.
loved being. I was always in tree.
Well, yeah, tree form was legit.
Tree and
you
Boomkin.
You got such good buffs from it.
Dude, Boomkin was my shit. Too. That was my side spec.
Like even
when you actually had to be a Moonkin, you couldn't just
stand there and cast.
Yeah.
Like even with like what is it? Completely lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get a picture of it. Yeah, they turned it into like this. Yeah, this is it. That's what it turned into.
Oh,
so when Kata came out, or in Pandaria, that was the tree. That was Resto Druid.
That's
and
a
I'm like,
mount.
Huh?
You can get that as a mount.
Yeah, and it's so stupid. And it's like, this is what I wanted. Just
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like,
the actual tree form.
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna say. Disc Priest. Like Disc Priest is the closest that I've gotten to as a healer.
See, I tried. I have a max level Disc Priest, but I can't play it right. It's not my style.
It's really fun for PvP. You're essentially unkillable.
Just bubble everything and heal, flash heal real quick. And
and like
running. Which Resto Druids are fucking. You do Boomkin just right. You can heal in Boomkin. Well, you get out of the form, go back into the form before like Cataclysm and all that, and so you could like pop a hot real quick. Heal over time, pop back into Boomkin and just annihilate.
Yeah.
And you're healing for, fucking 20 seconds.
20, 30 seconds, depending on the hot.
Yeah, and good ticks if you're spec'd for it.
So
even in Resto, it runs almost, you run your intellect, but then you run, I think it was wisdom too.
Spirit,
that's what it was, for the mana regen.
Yep.
But you can literally swap just a couple pieces of gear out. And then you have your firepower. It was fucking amazing. And then they just killed it all.
The game is so much different now. They like incentivize, like, and this is what I mean by they're really catering the game towards like the top of the top, is they're incentivizing every single healer now to also output damage. So healing is so simplistic.
I think that's because it was so simple and boring.
It's gotten dumbed down to the point where, like, as a Disc Priest, the way that my heals work, I throw a bubble on you. Right? Throw a shield on you. And then you get a buff for a certain amount of time. And that buff is not just the shield, but it's to where whenever I'm dealing damage, you're getting healed for 1%.
Oh, okay.
And that's how Disc heals.
That makes sense. That's kind of how Disc is.
Yeah.
Smite would kind of heal a little bit back then.
And so like
last time I played it was
really
Warlords.
into it.
So I haven't played anything beyond that.
You don't need to.
That's kind of how like Prop Pally was. Like I could throw a little bit of heals out every so often while I'm taking damage. That I didn't have to worry about. I could throw, a good few thousand heal
here and there for essentially free.
Yeah. And then throw my own mitigation out. Like now you're not taking damage.
Yeah.
But I still got aggro,
Exactly. I remember before I got too deep with the Death Knight,
Death Knights were so up.
They were, but I refused to play them until they kind of got dumbed down. So like the beginning of Wrath, I was Prop Paladin.
I was a Death Knight in Wrath too. I had one because the blood tank was just too good.
Yeah,
it was too broken to not play.
It was great,
and then
because it didn't matter. It didn't matter what spec you went.
Yeah,
you could tank like.
That's why I said blood tank was so good. Well, Frost tank I think was the best, but blood tank was just nobody. I didn't need healers.
No,
it got to the point where anything beyond, I think it was just anything normal, and like certain heroic dungeons and raids, like I literally could just run all DPS.
Yeah, well,
and I'm still out DPSing.
I remember seeing people that would put together raid groups of just Death Knights.
Yeah.
Because
you don't need healers.
With Blood, you've got so much regen, like so much mitigation and regen. With Frost, you've got so much AoE. And then, you just have this cycle of different tanks that are switching aggro.
Yeah, well,
And
it's think about it.
insane.
You get 10 of them, or even 25. Run a 25-man heroic, each different spec.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine the damage output, the healing
Yeah.
that's gonna get done, and then when somebody's about to die, just swap
Yep.
real quick.
And that's what people were doing. It was crazy. It was some of the craziest stuff. Like
yeah, it was great.
I miss
It was great.
I miss when
They did-
Blizzard let people have fun with their game.
They kind of did the same thing with Monk when Monk came out too.
They were insane.
Like they were the best tanks, the best healers. They did pretty good damage, but
They did.
Yeah.
You had to work for it.
I had a level
but
100 Monk too. Plus they leveled super fast.
Yeah.
They had that experience buff.
The Zen pilgrimage or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
So that they level at like twice the rate or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
fucking
Monk was
ridiculous.
OP. Blizzard is not
And yet we never once got a
same, though.
necromancer.
no, never ever.
I think that it's shitty. Like
It is. They'd
like
be
we
smart
pretty much
to give
got
us
all
one.
the classes from Diablo,
Yeah.
but we never got a necromancer.
Yeah.
Unless that's what they count the warlock.
I really
Maybe.
hope not. If they count the warlock as a necromancer, then
Maybe it's a combination of warlock and death knight.
maybe
Maybe.
Death Knight I think would be closer, but it's just like to have a real necromancer,
Would
like
be
a Diablo 2
fucking-
or
yeah.
Diablo 4 style necromancer.
where you can at least resurrect like 5
Have
or
a-
6 bodies.
Yeah, have a bunch of skeletons or golems. Like
Mm-hmm.
that would be amazing. Or even like,
Kill a big
Like,
boss, revive it real quick.
so they brought back the druid
So
for
okay,
Diablo 4.
okay, they did
Yeah, they brought the druid back.
because
And
the
that's-
druid wasn't in 3.
No.
I played necromancer in 3
And
anyway. Necromancer and a wizard.
I played Witch Doctor a lot in 3. When I did play, I didn't
See,
play
I-
it very
I couldn't-
much.
I couldn't do witch doctor.
I like the ability to have a bunch of like followers, a bunch of
Mhm.
companions, and then I would
think-
just
I think
turn
that's
into a little
why
chicken.
I think that's why I liked necromancer.
Yeah.
Is
I
I just
had-
keep rezzing as I kill them and then just AoE damage everybody.
Well, I had like the speed chicken build going.
Oh,
So I was just like a little chicken and I would run around and I would like explode and kill everything. And that was fun, sort of.
that's a
but-
little easy.
It is. And Diablo 3 was really bland and boring in my opinion. Like I'm a Diablo 2 and a Path of Exile player.
Yeah, I played the shit out of Path of
Where-
Exile
Yeah. I mean,
to the point where I loved the original so much. I still have yet to play that god awful remaster. I just
for
Diablo 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They
It's not Path of Exile, but
No, they
it's,
did some things wrong with
just-
the remaster.
yeah, it
Like-
did not sit right with me. I was like, why
Like-
would we go back and remaster 2?
Because of how good it was.
I mean, 2 was the best, yeah, but 1 needs the remaster. 1 is the
Yes.
one that needs the love. 2 is pretty. You could throw 2 up, just throw it up. You don't
Mhm.
even have to just port it out and throw it up on fucking Xbox,
They could, yeah.
and it stands alone, even with the terrible
mean,
graphics.
And I think
It's
one the
Diablo.
reason
You don't
that they
really
haven't-
need good graphics.
No, you don't. I think the reason that they did 2 instead of 1 is because 2 still to this day the servers are live.
Yeah,
The servers are populated somewhat.
but not just that. You can play 2 offline anyway
Yes.
on PC.
And you can also play Resurrected offline, which is cool, I guess. I don't know. Like I played D2 Resurrected a fair amount, but it's not D2 LOD. Like it's
No.
not the same. It
That's
doesn't
what-
have the
that's what I mean.
same
It's just,
like grasp on me.
and Diablo 3 didn't really get that either.
No, it really didn't.
Like, to be honest, I waited until what was it, the evil edition or whatever, like the big deluxe
yeah,
edition
with all the expansions and everything.
yeah, I waited till that was on sale for like $15 before I even bought it and played it.
Oh, so you missed all the hype.
But,
Which is
again
good.
back to the hipster thing. I couldn't do the hype, and I know how Blizzard games are.
Yeah.
Like Overwatch, did the same thing with Overwatch. I played the beta, was all cool about it, and then as soon as it dropped, I was like, "Fuck this game."
Right.
And then they made it free. They made the first Overwatch free, just turned it into Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I played it for a few months after that. Haven't played it since.
No,
But I know how Blizzard servers are too.
yes, they're very hit and miss.
And I refuse. That's the whole Diablo 4. I got a buddy that it took him days.
Oh, it didn't take me that long. I'm on PS5 though.
Oh, I think he was on. No, I think he was on Series S or something. But it said it took him like 2.5 days.
That's really
sitting
shitty.
in a queue, and I was like, it's kind of what. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's a Blizzard launch.
You never play a Blizzard game
and expect to play the first day.
Yeah,
like just don't.
The first week.
Yeah,
I always tell people give it a week. But if you don't have the mass rush, they don't fix it fast.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's hit or miss.
Exactly, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I don't know when D4 came out.
Let everybody else fucking
like. So Diablo 4, I played in the closed beta because I pre-ordered the game because I am like, I still to this day I have Diablo 2 downloaded on my computer, like real Diablo 2. I have like 3 different Diablo 2 private servers. It's so addicting.
I had it in a offline mode though.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to like try to log in. I literally just open it and start right back where I was.
Oh, nice.
Maybe it was like a cracked version or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
but it was just so I could just play by myself and just play.
It's fun to play that way. But like,
play it offline on like a road trip or something.
Private servers. Like I still play like real old Diablo 2, old graphics and everything.
It's that good. See, it holds up. We don't need a remaster.
I mean, I've been playing it for 20 years and I still.
And here's the other thing: is why do we keep going to console? Why would we make Diablo 4? I can understand they made this one specifically for console. Like Diablo 3 was PC first. Console was the side hustle. This one was made specifically for console.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, just why?
It plays fine. I don't play it on my PC. I play it on my PS5. My PC couldn't handle it. I know for a fact my PC couldn't handle it. I need a new graphics card. So I played on the PS5.
Well, mine. This one we're recording on couldn't even handle 3.
Wow,
it could handle.
I mean, I could play 3
barely.
I can play 3, but I just knew like, and then seeing Diablo
older than our kids, bro.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
It's old, but I can't just get rid of it.
It's difficult.
It's too beautiful.
Yeah,
but is it good? Is Diablo 4 worth it?
From what I've seen so far, I would say yes. Now, me personally, Diablo 3 had a fine enough campaign leveling up experience.
I beat the shit out of it.
But the Paragon system was incredibly bland and boring.
So boring.
Yeah.
So I hit max level. Now I got to hit another max level that just never ends.
And all you're getting is +1 to intellect.
Yeah.
+1 to stamina. Like it's very plain and bland.
But I mean, they did make it like the heroics. What the fuck did they call?
The greater rifts.
Yeah, where they went up a level to like all the way down. That was pretty cool. It made it, but you're just replaying the same, literally the exact same shit, just a little higher.
And
so they're a little bit tougher. So you beat it once, you can beat it 1,000 times.
Exactly.
You know,
and it's. I don't know.
It's probably why the replay factor was so low.
Yes. Because like Diablo 2, there were a lot of hardcore, like very, very difficult to find chase items.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
You needed numerous of them. Like you're building a lightning source. Cool. Great. You need 7 burrs for your build. Burr is like, in the 20 years that I've played, I found 3 of them. You know, it's not an easy rune to find.
No.
With Diablo 4, I'm already at the point, I'm 100 hours in, but I'm at the point already where I only need like 1 or 2 more items and my build's complete. And that's
too much. That's too much for me.
Yeah. And so like the campaign's really good. Leveling up feels really good. The game is better than what I thought it was going to be. Cause I played, like I said, I played in the closed beta. I played for about 4 hours, got bored, initiated a refund, and I refunded the game because I was just I looked at the game and we didn't have access to the Paragon system, which the Paragon system is so much better.
I've heard
so much better.
I've heard
like it's actually pretty decent. It's not Path of Exile stat tree decent, but it's okay enough.
It's getting there.
You know, it's got some depth to it. It has some different customization to it where what you do and the way that you build your character actually matters. But I can already tell Diablo 4 will never meet the expectations of a Diablo 2 player that's wanting something to grab them and hold them like Diablo 2 did.
Yeah, because I mean the replay factor again.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could play D2 fucking 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And there's still things that I haven't
D4
found.
is going to be one of those.
It's going
Is it going to be like 3 where it's one and done? Maybe some DLC, but it's
going to have multiple expansions.
I have a feeling it's going to be like oh fuck, what was that game? It's like they would go play the game, beat it real quick, go play something else. Call of Duty might be one of them or something. But like they'll play it, they'll go play something else. Oh, DLC comes back. Everybody rushes to this, finishes it, goes back to something else.
More than likely. I think
I hate that. I like games that I can keep playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's where Destiny came in.
Mm-hmm.
It's so massive. I haven't even scratched maybe 30% of that game.
Damn.
And I've been playing since, forever. Like we're on our 5th expansion. So it's like 6 years playing this game.
God damn. I didn't remember it was that old. I bought
we got
my PS4
so year
for
one.
Destiny.
Year one was Destiny. I'm talking Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, year one was Destiny 2. We had what? Forsaken. Something Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and then Lightfall. Yeah. So like 5 expansions.
Damn.
6 expansions.
That's a lot.
So
very
6,
short amount of time.
So 6, 7 years. Well, it's like one every year is what it's been. It's always in like February.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a big, massive expansion. Something new drops with it, yada, yada. This last one sucked. So bad.
That's shitty.
So bad. I hated it. I haven't picked it back up.
Damn.
I literally have not touched it. I played it for like a few weeks. Pretty much beat the like main missions of the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
They ruined PvP. And
that's, yeah. I mean,
like the Iron Banner. You've played Destiny, right?
Yeah, I never got into PvP though.
I'm coming from Call of Duty. I'm a huge Apex Legends
I've like
person.
lost my tenacity to play PvP.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a very aggressive, loud, like tenacious, for a better phrase, person.
Yeah, big tenacious
and
geek.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't have that same tenacity anymore.
No, you just want to play.
I just want to sit back and play the campaign, play solo.
Played Apex Legends fucking religiously. I still play it every so often. I was big into Titanfall. Like the first person shooters I was big on. Halo. I haven't played Call of Duty in years though.
Neither have I.
I played Cold War was the last one I touched.
Cold War was actually it
was pretty good. I can't lie, it was pretty good. I'm a huge Black Ops person.
Was that I'm trying to remember, was Cold War the one where they had a couple scenes in like Russia?
I think so.
Cuz I think I may have played that one. They used I don't know, this voice actress chick that I really like. But I think they used her as the face for one of the characters, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember the fucking campaign very much right now.
Yeah.
But the multiplayer, the gameplay for it was really good. It was smooth. It was like, your hit markers were actually on point.
Oh, that's good.
I play a lot of hardcore though.
That's why I can't play CS:GO.
Oh, that game is so terrible now.
Yeah.
So terrible. You know what game is good though? Have you played X Defiant?
Did you play it but I've heard a lot about it.
So me and my co-host, you know Ferg, right? You've listened to the show?
I've listened to the show, yeah.
So he got me turned into it. And so like 2 days later, I got a code, right? And they're calling it the COD Killer.
What do you think? You think that's true?
It is absolutely true.
Damn, I'm going to have to check it out then.
So there is an open beta coming.
Okay. Next weekend?
The 21st. So it's like on a Wednesday.
Oh, that's perfect.
So from like Wednesday to I think it's like Wednesday morning to Saturday morning.
Oh, that's great.
Full open
that fits
beta.
my schedule perfect.
But you're only going to get, same thing we got in the closed beta,
Mhm.
which, I mean, it was laggy. Like, it glitched in and out. It took a little bit to get into a match. But it was fucking dope.
Is it?
I couldn't put it down.
Were you able to play beta on your console? Or
Yeah,
is
I
it
played
PC?
it on the Xbox.
Interesting.
And Ferg plays on PC. I played it on the Series X.
Mhm.
And then I tried to get my buddy on his PS5 just so I can compare. But he somehow was lazy and didn't get in, even though I got him codes. Because you could do a refer a friend.
Mhm.
Or you just go on Twitch and you watch somebody playing it.
And then
And
it
you-
sends you one.
No, and you get a drop.
Yeah.
Twitch sends you a drop for it. That's how I had to get it. You got to watch, I think it was 30 minutes or an hour
I was gonna say it's usually pretty small. Like
consecutively. And then you had a chance to get a beta code drop.
that's fucking awesome.
And I got lucky to get one early.
Yeah,
And I was addicted to the point where it's still pre-installed on my Xbox in there. Still installed. It's like 50 something gigabytes.
the only reason I've even heard of it is all the controversy going on right now with Call of Duty. Like
It's really
these game companies, man. These
Well,
companies in general.
So it's made by Ubisoft,
but it's ex
but they're
COD
there
devs,
are-
right?
Yes. From like the original Black Ops and Modern Warfare,
Back when COD was really good.
back when it had that feeling and kept you in the game. Like
Yeah.
back in Black Ops 1, 2, Modern Warfare 2 and 3, like that's all I played.
Yeah, no, there were.
I literally went and
years-
bought new consoles to play Call of Duty.
Yeah. I
Kind of like
had-
what everybody does now.
Yeah.
These new Call of Duties
mean,
are fucking just trash.
They are. They're putting
Granted, Ferg would disagree.
way too much of a focus on like the battle pass,
This whole battle pass shit. And
And,
I blame Fortnite for that.
live service.
I blame PUBG and Fortnite for that.
Yeah, that's
For this whole battle pass service, which is cool.
Even Diablo 4 has a fucking battle pass.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Like that was when I saw that, I was just like, "Are you fucking serious
Destiny
right now?"
has battle passes.
Yeah,
Apex
it's-
Legends, fucking. The only game that I think I've played recently that didn't have a battle pass was Hogwarts.
Oh, that game was so good.
I still haven't beat it all the way yet.
I haven't
stopped
beat
at
it all
like
the
I'm
way.
at like 75, 80%.
Yeah.
And I haven't finished it yet.
I think that's
wanna-
kind of how almost
I'm-
everyone got.
I'm just leaving it. Like I don't want to kill it yet. Well, did you play the Guardians of the Galaxy game?
No, my son played it for a couple hours. I watched him play.
I pre-ordered it because I was so excited. It looked so good, on the new console and all that. I beat it in like a week.
Damn.
Like 100%. There's nothing I can go back and replay other than just nostalgia at this
Yeah.
point. So I paid the good chunk of money, beat it in a week, and I did not want to do that to Hogwarts.
I can understand that. My son did that with Spider-Man. He wanted the
I-
Spider-Man game so bad.
Which one?
The PlayStation one, the one that came out on PlayStation.
Well, there was that one and then the Miles Morales
Not
one.
Miles Morales.
Okay.
It was the first one.
So the first one. Okay, so I have a PS4. Like not a Pro, nothing, just regular PS4. I
Mhm.
got it from it's a funny story. My sister's ex-boyfriend for free because he was done with it. He's an Xbox player, he just had it. And he's like, "You want to play Spider-Man? I know. Do you want it?" Like, yeah, only for Spider-Man, I guess. So he hooked it up. I bought Spider-Man, the DLC. I was like, okay. It's the only reason I'll touch a PlayStation. I still haven't played God of War. None of the God of Wars. I'm not a PlayStation guy anymore.
The God of War games are good, man.
I have the first one. The first of the new ones.
Yeah.
No, I don't have Ragnarok,
I don't either.
which my brother is like, here, you can borrow it. I have it. I didn't get to play the Final Fantasy remake either, which I heard was really good.
It was good.
I can
was
go
good.
borrow it at any time too, but I just don't play PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I played the shit out of the first Spider-Man. I'm at like 99% on my trophies. I
Dude.
need one more trophy and I'll have my platinum, and it is so good that I won't touch Miles Morales. And now I got to
I
go
don't-
find a PS5 and play Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, because the remaster. So
Miles Morales was just a reskin to me. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
I mean, I don't like the multiverse thing. Like the whole concept of the multiverse is something that I don't like.
Don't
'cause
like or don't like? What do you mean?
I don't like the idea in comic books where they're like, it's Spider-Man, but it's Miles Morales. It's from a different universe.
Well, Miles Morales is in the regular universe. They both coexist at the same time.
I thought it was a multiverse thing.
No, so the whole Into the Spider-Verse thing
Mm-hmm.
was different, but Miles was always in the original comic line, the original Earth 616. This is where you're getting into my realm here.
Yeah, I don't know comics like that.
So, yeah, the original Miles was with Spider-Man. He was trained by Spider-Man,
Okay.
our original Peter Parker. And then there was the Spider-Verse,
Mm-hmm.
where it's actually, if you dive into the whole Spider-Verse story, not like the movies. I mean, the movies did pretty good. I haven't seen the new one yet. But the Spider-Verse as a whole itself is a really cool concept. It's almost like Flash. You know Flash, right?
I do know Flash.
So how like the Speed Force like connected all the Flashes together,
Mhm.
kind of in their own, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Where the web of destiny, like each strand goes to its own Spider Verse, pretty
Interesting.
much.
Okay.
I would do some research into it. It's pretty good.
I might have to.
But yeah, Miles.
I've kind of just fallen out
Yeah.
of that for the most part. Like,
Well, not just that, but now we're really diving into it with all the new movies coming out.
Mhm.
It's like it's all about multiverse.
yeah, and I just
Everything's
I
a
don't know.
multiverse. Which I mean, I'm excited. I love multiverse theory. I mean, huge. I'd much rather multiverse theory than time travel, and that's me.
I don't know. Like, I don't really like any of those.
None
I
of
would
it.
no. I would just like if it was me, I would watch 27 films with Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark,
I would
and I would
too.
be okay with that.
Yes.
Like, give me Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. Like,
really?
yeah,
You want Toby?
yeah.
Well, I mean, we got Toby, but
I feel like Toby did it best. He was goofy. He was weird. He was a nerd. He was unattractive, but not too unattractive.
I didn't
And
like
that's
him
what Peter
as
Parker is.
I mean, he was a good Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but he wasn't a good Peter Parker to me.
Why? What?
Or maybe it was he was a good Peter Parker, not a good Spider-Man. He wasn't as, quippy.
That's true.
He wasn't as witty. He wasn't like, even when he's fighting and being serious, he's fun.
hmm
I felt like he was too serious.
Okay. I
And then
can see
Andrew
that.
Garfield, I felt, did a good Spider-Man. Horrible Peter Parker too.
Exactly.
And then I think that Tom Holland is my favorite. Tom Holland
Holland's
has
really
like
good, but I'm gonna be completely honest. Tom Holland is way too sexy to be Peter Parker.
that is very true.
Like-
it is very true. But I feel like he has just mastered it.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it sucks because Civil War, when they casted Tom Holland, I was like, this is gonna fucking suck. I don't know this kid.
yeah,
I have nothing about him. I was like, this is gonna fucking suck. Why not just grab Andrew Garfield? I liked Andrew Garfield.
mhm.
Like the Amazing Spider-Man was meh. But like I had this whole theory of like how the Amazing Spider-Man could have joined up for Civil War and they could have kept the two movies and then continued a third one
yeah.
and they just fucked it. But I'm not regretting
I just
Tom
hope
Holland. I fell in love with him. Homecoming, Far From Home. Those felt
He's-
like Spider-Man to me.
yeah, he's good as Spider-Man.
That and the
He's
other ones
just-
were like in their 30s when
He's too attractive to be Peter Parker,
yeah.
and that's that was one of the things. Like,
But he's so awkward. He does it so well.
he is, but like with today's society, like have you seen teenagers and like kids in their young 20s? They all act like that nowadays. They're all super awkward and weird, partially autistic, just kind of just
jacked up on
fucking
coffee.
weird.
and
Yeah,
fucking-
and but like
I mean, you got a point. Back in our day, that was not
no, that wasn't a thing.
no
Like,
socially awkward and all that. That's where we were old school geeks,
Yeah.
nerds,
yeah, like
getting picked on like that. I did that.
yeah, it
Got
was
picked
just.
on.
I mean, I got picked on here and there.
Well, I mean, I'm over here. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the fucking cafeteria at lunchtime.
I was playing Magic the Gathering. But
Hey, see, I
like,
can do Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh was my poison,
yeah,
but I was a tournament player, so it was
So
like
was I.
lunchtime was like, who want to run it?
yeah.
Like,
I remember there was a kid in my school. There was a kid in my high school who would just mollywop me in Magic. And then after I left school, I started doing tournaments a lot. And so my skill level, like it went from like
0 to 100 real
exactly,
quick. Yeah.
real quick. And then I ran into him at a tournament and he wanted to play me for money. And I was like, cool, put it on the table. So we each threw down $20 and I just beat the dog shit out of him. And he was like, how did this even happen? I'm like, dude, I told you, I'm not like,
You're not
I'm
the same little kid you were. Yeah. See, that was me. Like I used to play everybody. Like we got a local card shop called the Bat Cave.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's been around since I was a kid.
I've heard of it, but I haven't been there.
It's changed owners and changed locations, but it's always remained the Bat Cave. And it has been our source for Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like that's where they did like all the tournaments
Okay.
around here for a while. Until you went to like regionals and championships, which I did. And then there was another shop in Portland. I can't remember the fucking name of it. I think it was over off like Powell and Foster or something like that. But I don't think it's there anymore. That was where the big tournaments kind of started getting held.
Okay.
But Batcave used to do it, and I would fucking run everybody. I'd walk in there like, oh, I'm getting my ass beat by everybody, and then I went and did a couple tournaments downtown Portland. Went up to like Puyallup, did a couple tournaments up there, and just would come back to the Batcave like, all right, let's run it.
Let's
fucking run it. But I was also a hustler. It was also, all right, I got these cards. How much money you got?
Yeah.
All right, give me, $20 and this fucking Blue Eyes over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's worth $50.
Yeah.
And go up on eBay and check prices. That was me.
Going to different stores allowed you to find different playing levels.
Yeah.
Like different levels of skills. And it's like a fighting game.
I went from playing have you played Yu-Gi-Oh?
I have. I did.
So
way back in the day.
Originally, when I started playing tournaments, it was a Crystal Beast deck. And I mean, it was a good Crystal Beast deck. I would outplay you, outmaneuver you and wait kind of thing.
Okay.
I'd sit back and wait. They're the ones that die and go down into your spell thing.
I don't know. This seems much more advanced than when I played. I was like first gen Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Oh, okay. This was like third gen or whatever.
Oh, okay. So a lot of stuff probably changed.
I played like it was a really slow deck. Not a lot of people played it.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized why. But I loved them. That's when I was getting my ass whooped. Swapped decks into something else I learned how to play. And it's so fast. I could literally one shot. Like first turn, done. You're done. You can't do anything.
I mean, that's
half my deck is in my hand type of shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a whole different playing field. It was so fun though. Yu-Gi-Oh got so fun and then it died.
It's card games themselves seem to have kind of started to dwindle away.
I mean, Magic kind of has done the same thing.
Yeah. Magic's gotten really bad.
The Pokemon, like actual gameplay for Pokemon TCG apparently is really good right now.
I never liked it. I never liked Pokemon.
See, I collected them.
I collected them as well.
I think all of us as kids did in the 90s. But apparently the game was,
it was okay.
It was like too many rules.
Yeah.
And it was okay, but apparently you can play online.
Mm-hmm.
And when you buy an actual pack,
you get all those cards online.
Yeah, you get like a little code or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay,
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty tight.
Like if
that gives you incentive to go buy physical packs.
Yeah.
Without having to leave your house, you can just play them.
Because like Magic the Gathering has an app now where you can play, Magic the Gathering. It's called MTGA, Magic the Gathering Arena.
Okay.
And it's the same as Magic the Gathering, but it's a digital card game. And I'm just like, I'm not going to spend, I will go and buy decks. I'll go and buy cards.
Just to have.
Yeah, but I'm not going to buy digital copies of these cards. The decks that I want to build are no longer legal. So I can't build them in the game because the game runs off of a standard or type 2 format.
Right. Same thing with, yeah.
And it's just like, no, I can't build the decks that I used to play when I was a teenager. You want to play like an unrestricted
match, yeah. Like a sliver deck.
Exactly.
I did play a sliver deck. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
but I whooped the shit out of some people. Those sliver decks were fucking impenetrable.
Yeah,
so long,
crazy good, and
then they killed them.
Yep,
which was good. It needed it.
They're unsuspecting.
It's 50-50.
Yeah. There's a new card game though that I've been playing a bit, that I've been picking up cards called Flesh and Blood.
Okay.
And it's the best way that I've heard it explained is it's like a fighting game. Like imagine a card game version of Tekken. So like you have your character, you have your champion, and your champion has a weapon and some gear that they can use or no gear, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that the turns are is there's an attacker and a defender. You draw cards at the end of your turn, not at the beginning of your turn. So you really have to balance how you're going to defend, because if you throw all your cards on your defense, you're not going to have anything to attack.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. If you draw at the end of your turn and you're like, let's say it's your turn, you attack me, you throw everything at me. I don't want to take any damage. So I use all the cards in my hand to defend everything. You say go, you draw your cards at the end of your turn, so you've got a handful of cards to block with, but I just blew all my cards on defending.
You got nothing to attack
so with. I have nothing.
It's kind of fun.
So you have to really find that balance.
You know what that kind of reminds me of, though? Did you ever play Hearthstone?
I did play Hearthstone.
I still play it.
I don't. I played it for a little bit.
I played the beta for so long. I'm off and on with it. So I'll go like a season and I won't play, and then I'll play, and then I won't play, and it's kind of what that sounds like. Minus the other monsters you summoned. The whole champion and
yeah, and like with that one champion, so the way that it is it's like when you're the attacker, you start a combat chain. Like it'll be a lot easier.
So that's kind of sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Sort of.
Yu-Gi-Oh, that's how they did it, was chaining.
Yeah, it's like a culmination of like a bunch of different card games. Yeah. And like even the mana system, like everything is based on you have a small amount of resources, so use it wisely. So you start out your turn with 0 mana. You have to discard cards from your hand. And depending on the card, you'll get either 1, 2, or 3 mana. And then you use those cards to actually cast the other cards in your hand. And it's like
a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You got to really blood, sweat, and tears.
Exactly.
Flesh and blood. Okay.
Flesh and blood.
Makes sense.
And
this kind of sounds fun. I need some of these.
It's very intriguing. It's the most fun I've had in a card game for a really, really, really long time. So, and it's new. Like it's super new. It's the card game that a lot of like old school Magic the Gathering players are going to, because
it's something new.
It's something
kind of
new,
familiar.
And Magic kind of sucks right now.
Right.
And they've continued to suck for the past like 5 years, and they're just getting worse and worse and worse.
Like fun, though.
Yeah, it's a blast.
So tight.
So I've been playing that.
Kind of almost like, did you ever play what was it, the Hero Clicks? Did you ever play those?
No, I never fucked with Hero Clicks.
Those were so fun. I didn't get like super deep into it, but I did play a little bit, enough to collect like.
It was like
enough for a team or two.
It was like Superhero Mage Knight, right? Like
kind of
Superhero Warhammer.
Yeah, more Warhammer than anything, but it was Marvel and comics, and I think they had like other stuff too. Mine was mostly the Marvel stuff, but it was tight. It's kind of the same thing as Warhammer. You get the little figurines, you got stuff on the bottom. It gives you
like
a little
stats and shit.
Like a little emblem with some numbers, and a little turner. You would turn the bottom of it with a number, kind of like a dial.
Click.
Yeah, the click part. That was your health and shit. And then you would have cards too. So like power up cards, you roll dice and shit. It was pretty cool. You get a little map, like a little paper map out.
So it was a miniature game.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like, yeah, a little like Warhammer.
Because I played
it was more like Warhammer than anything.
I mean, so when I played games like that, there were like three that most people played. And then Hero Clicks was like the one that kind of occasionally people would play off on the side.
Right.
But it was Warhammer, which was like...
It's always Warhammer.
Warhammer. Mage Knight. And Mage Knight was essentially fantasy.
I never got to
Warhammer.
play it, but I did watch some people play it.
Yeah. And
so I knew about it.
There was War Machine.
Yeah, that one I did.
War Machine was similar to Warhammer, but the armies were a lot smaller.
Okay, that makes
normally.
sense. Yeah.
Like you know,
Yeah, I've
little
seen some
pewter
people, dude, I've seen
figurines.
some Warhammer shit, and it's like, how do you carry? You're carrying like a fucking car's worth of
Yeah.
figurines with you for like one battle.
You got to go get a fucking Econoline van just to take your fucking army with
Yeah,
you from
and
place
it's
to
like
place.
you're gonna go play for fucking 6 hours on one match.
Yeah.
If that ends in 6 hours.
It
And
probably won't.
it takes you this fucking you got a little mini school bus to take all this shit. Like,
yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Or like a fucking horse trailer. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
like what the fuck?
It's almost to the point where if you're going to get into Warhammer, you need to make sure that you've got a piece of property with a barn that you can just convert into your playing field.
And you got to have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And a lot of
money.
time to paint figurines. And
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
Which,
some shit.
I mean, you can just paint the figurines quick and dirty, but like nobody wants to do that.
no.
Like you want to invest your time into it.
And
You
see,
want to
I
spend.
can't draw. I can't paint.
I can't draw for shit. Painting's different though. The lines are already there.
That's true.
You just got to paint within the lines.
Yeah.
It's
this is not for me.
yeah. I mean, you're looking at spending 10 to 20 hours on painting a piece.
I will tell you, you'll be the first one to know. And then the podcast is going to know. But I am trying. I need to find a really good artist. But I'm trying to create my own card game.
That would be fun.
I've been working on it for a few years.
Yeah.
I just won't tell you what it is yet.
Okay.
But it's kind of like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic more
Okay.
than anything. Maybe with a little bit of the like collecting of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point is to have quick matches. Not like fucking an hour-long match. No, it's boom. No. The quicker you are, the more you get type thing.
Okay.
But yeah. I'm
Yeah,
working
I
on
mean,
some stuff.
We need more card games because,
Mhm.
like,
I love card games were my thing. Besides Pokemon, it was card games. But it was like
they're fun.
we get laughed at.
Like,
And I got ridiculed more for playing, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic than walking around with my fucking 3DS or my Nintendo DS
Exactly.
at school playing Pokemon.
yeah,
Like, it was weird.
like,
And then now everybody plays Pokemon. Like,
yeah, everybody.
Pokemon
does.
Go fucking blew
The-
up and everybody plays.
Well, what's funny is like the shit that we used to get picked on
I still
for
play Pokemon, but
is now what the cool kids are doing.
that's what I mean.
Like,
Does that mean we have to stop liking it now?
I mean, kind of.
That's kind of what drew us to it, was because it was different and we liked it.
Mhm.
Nobody else liked it. Now everybody fucking
Everybody
loves
loves it. And it's
anime.
like,
Everybody watches.
Yeah.
Anime. My wife doesn't, but
well,
she
dude,
can't
my
stand
wife
it.
watches way more anime than I do.
My wife cannot stand it.
Well, I just get
But
bored
she
with it a
just-
lot of the times.
Yeah, she
but
just lets me do what I do.
yeah,
But like comic books, anime, fucking all these games, like Demon Slayer, so popular, like big popular. Everybody
yeah.
knows that show.
well, everyone's in love
Um,
with Nezuko.
All right, everybody but me.
Yeah, I see it as I'm like, she's a little girl, dude. Like,
Right? And this was like 1800s, bro. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
but a lot of people are weird, man.
But like manga is big now again.
Have you heard of the Rippaverse?
Yes, I have.
Yeah?
You were telling me about that.
Did you order it?
I haven't.
Okay, so
But
he
you didn't
came
tell
up-
me about it.
A new one just went live. I gotta show you this.
A new one, like today.
The pre-order campaign went live like 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah. This is the one you told me about. Like it's all connected. What is that?
That's how much money they've made in the past like 4 days.
Oh my god.
Almost 1.5 million off of pre-orders.
Jesus. And their goal was 350,000. They've
Mhm.
made $1.5 million.
Isom 1, which was the first one that they put out, he made like 3 mil.
Jesus. And this is just the manga, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a comic book.
Yeah.
It's like the first one was 90 pages. This one's like 100 and something pages.
My god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. See, I need to find an artist. I had the idea for a fucking manga for so long. And I've tried to like type it in because I've been writing like I got like 3 different books. I'm in the like trying to write,
Mhm.
sitting on that other laptop sitting there. But I can't visually get it all right. And I've been wanting to do manga for so long. Hence, like, I need to find a good artist for that, plus the card game, plus, a few things.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to learn how to draw.
No, that's
I'm not fucking with that.
yeah.
But if I find a
I'm
really
not an
good
artist.
one, I got a lot of money. to be made. Like just sitting on the table if I find the right person.
Just waiting to make it.
Yeah. Like we could do a lot of shit. But that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, and like that's his thing. He's like, I'm not an artist. Like I can write music, I can write stories, I have ideas.
And somebody else just draws it.
Exactly.
So,
he went and hired
Stan Lee.
Yeah. Because he went and
looking
hired
for his Jack Kirby right there.
Yeah. Well, and he's getting like veterans from Marvel, from DC. Like
well, at that kind of price, yeah.
Gabe El-Taibbi is one of the person that's working for him. Cliff Richards works for him.
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Like these are the Saska sisters are working for him now.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
But. Yeah. He's getting like big name people from the comic book industry that are being kind of ridiculed and becoming outcasts for simply not subscribing to the hardcore left-wing political ideology that's going on within
so it's like
cards and comics.
So it's like the juggalos of comics, pretty much.
Essentially, yeah.
The outcasts.
Just the people that are like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna bow down and subscribe to your
fuck all that
ideology.
I ain't doing that
and
either.
Yeah. And
but that's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight. I gotta check it out.
I'm excited. I got ISOM #1 with the very limited copy cover signed. And then for ISOM 2, same thing, except for ISOM 2, it's signed and it'll be graded and in a hard plastic case when I get it.
Right.
And it's not the cheapest, but I feel like one day I could essentially be holding Batman #1 signed.
Right.
Spider-Man #1 signed.
It all starts somewhere.
Exactly.
Right.
And if it doesn't go anywhere,
whatever. You
matter.
Enjoy it. Well,
exactly.
Okay, whatever.
So.
But who knows that not in your grandkids.
Exactly.
Finding your stuff, like this graded comic sitting here that all of a sudden is the new Spider-Man #1
exactly.
or Superman #1.
And now, my kids can either hold on, your grandkids,
white glove that shit.
Hold on to it or become a multimillionaire. Whatever you do, I don't care. I'm dead.
Right? I have the same thing with crypto too. Just fucking get it and forget about it and let somebody else deal with it later.
Basically, they're coming down hard on crypto.
Oh, I know. I could do a whole episode into that.
Crazy.
We're at an hour 17 minutes so far.
Damn.
It was I could do a whole nother hour just about crypto and the government right now.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my wife's grandparents earlier, literally a few hours ago, about the whole Fed now and crypto crackdown, and oh my god,
they're coming down heavy on it, and it's all about money. They want their fair share.
They want the control.
Yeah.
From the Fed now.
Well, we found a way to
make money about everybody.
Yeah.
Where everybody has control.
Mm-hmm. And they can't have that.
The way that blockchain technology is fucking fascinating.
Yeah. The government can't have that. When I told my wife I was going to do a podcast, and she goes, "Oh, what are you doing it on?" And I told her, nerdy, geeky shit.
Geek shit.
She goes, "Oh, I thought you would be doing it on politics." Because she knows that's my thing, is I follow politics pretty heavily.
I mean, I can get into that too.
And I'm just no, I don't think so. But
I can do a little bit of everything. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, I'm so frustrated.
That's what we used to do on the ADHD show.
Mm-hmm.
Was whatever the fuck we wanted to push buttons.
Yeah.
On that show, this one's a little bit more geeky, but do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so.
But I can get into all that for
the thing that's
hours.
Frustrating me the most is in the Pacific Northwest, we are going so insane with the tax money. Yeah. We live in the most corrupt states in the entire republic.
Well, I mean, California's
pretty corrupt, but they're open about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. They're yeah, we're gonna take your money.
Yeah.
And we're telling you about it. That's it.
Oregon, they try to hide it and sweep it under the rug.
Oregon hides everything.
They did an audit 2 years ago, and they found billions, literally billions of money that just was disappearing.
Mm-hmm. And they wonder why the deficit's so fucking high.
Yeah. And it's The OLCC, hello. Like, there were like 37 different accounts of misallocated funds in the OLCC alone.
Yeah.
That's the
No.
commission that controls the liquor and the weed.
Now, imagine that compared to Florida right now.
I haven't even followed Florida.
No.
No.
Florida's like, I think probably the biggest right wing around right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the big dick swinging, telling everybody to get back. Texas has kind of been middle ground. They're kind of playing it low a little bit. Florida's like flop it on the table in front of the world type shit. They don't give a fuck right now.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
That's how it should be.
There's actually like a full on video. You can find it on YouTube from like, I think it was like a year or two ago. Who was it? I think it was the governor.
DeSantis?
It wasn't DeSantis. It was an older dude. Might have been the chief of police or something. It was somebody. I can't remember specifically, and it's bugging me. But he pretty much had said that next time somebody's breaking into your house, call a crackhead because they want to defund the police.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
I just die every time.
Yeah, that was a police commissioner. I think he was the same one.
Police commissioner. There you go.
I think he was the
older
guy
gentleman.
that.
Oh yeah, he went on. Yeah, it was the same dude that went on
like a little rant, and he was like, "If you break into someone's house, expect to get shot. We don't play that around here."
Yeah, exactly. Because he's like, what was it? Like, kill the bad guy. He's like, you're saving us money.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're saving us ammo.
Yeah.
Like, don't call us. Handle it yourself. I'm like, if I didn't like alligators so much, I'd move down there.
Right. I used to live in Florida, man. Long time ago.
I've never even been there.
It's
not even once.
It's something else.
I can't do hurricanes either.
No, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the storms. I mean, the storms are fine, but not when they're
like
followed by a hurricane.
I live in fucking Washington. We don't get shit here.
No, the weather up here is so mild. Like, we get a thunderstorm maybe once a year, like where we actually see thunder and lightning.
Yeah, but we get rain for like 10
much.
months out of the year.
Yeah. And then those 2 months that it's not raining, one of those months, it's because everything's covered in ice. And the other month, it's like 120 degrees.
Yep.
Like,
and that's it. And that's all we get.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason Subarus thrive up here.
Right.
They're good to drive in the rain, snow, ice,
heat.
It
doesn't matter.
We don't fucking care. But yeah, I think we need to rope it in a little bit. So, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Not really.
Any shout outs? Any
links?
I'm promotions? Anything?
I'm on YouTube myself as Corey Havok.
That's right, yeah. And I knew that and just get into the topics.
I don't know. I don't even really make videos or anything anymore. When I do, it's just random one-offs, maybe once a month.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about having you come out and do videos for us.
Yeah, and then I started working.
Yeah, and then I just kind of spaced
like,
it. I did get a new little webcam camera over there, though, right there.
Oh, there you go.
So it's a start. I'm getting it. I need a new PC though.
Yeah,
to run all that. But
they're not too. I mean,
I just need to have somebody come and just video and just do all the editing for me. And
right.
I'll do the audio side. Somebody else do the video side. But just wait till I get my studio built.
There you go.
So much nicer.
Once you get the studio set up, it'll be a lot easier because then you can start off doing the quick and dirty method. You know, just have the camera set up.
Well, my plan was the tripod and the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Was to just, I mean, I got fucking iPhones over here.
There you go. Yeah, that'll work.
Tripod, set it up, edit it later.
Exactly. And it'll be,
my thought.
Easy to
just
do.
Edit it right there on the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Not really have to worry about it.
But, and then from there, you can make shorts, make clips.
Or even, I think we were talking about getting more of the webcam stuff. And while we're recording, run OBS and live stream.
Yeah.
Straight to like Twitch.
You could do
to where we can, or even to YouTube, where we can just download it later and upload the audio we have. But if we do it through OBS, the mics are already hooked to it. Mm-hmm. It's already like, boom. Yeah. And then just rip the podcast from there.
And then that's an easy process to do also.
Yeah. It's just the computing power I need.
Yeah. I mean, because with Streamlabs, you can send it to YouTube, Twitch, fucking
I got Streamlabs on
Rumble, all of it at the same time.
Yeah. So, but it's also my only problem is running OBS with Adobe, because I'm recording the audio for the podcast all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it a little,
Yeah, that might not work out too great.
yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried it though.
I'm working on it though.
Yeah.
So we build the studio, make it look nice.
Yeah.
I want to put video when you just like we're sitting in my bedroom.
I mean, everyone
Like,
starts somewhere though.
My dressers or my wife's dresser's there. Like we got pictures hanging up. Like it's not a. It works for now.
Yeah, it works. I mean, that's what mine is. I just record from my bedroom.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm lucky enough to have extra bedroom soon.
Yeah. I don't.
Granted, they turned this garage into a room, but otherwise, I would just take that room and then turn this into a whole big fucking
Do a
spiel.
big studio, yeah.
I mean, there's a bathroom right there, bathroom, shower, and all that. I mean, right there in the studio.
That'd be fucking dope.
The only problem is I'd want an outside door,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to come through the house type of thing. That'd be tight.
Just make them crawl through the window.
Right.
put,
I mean,
like,
it's
three
it's
stairs.
low enough when the AC's not in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally could I'm 5'11". I could literally just
Just
jump.
hop in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1 foot at a time. So.
I mean, just as long as they're not too fat to hop a little bit.
Right. Or too short.
Or too short. Yeah.
I mean, it's a fairly big window too. So
Yeah.
even a big ass dude should be able to fit through that.
Hopefully.
Just don't try it when I'm not here.
Right.
You get shot.
That's
my warning.
yeah.
But yeah, so you shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, just at Corey Havok YT on YouTube. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, thanks for coming.
Of course, man.
It's a little late. I know.
I work overnights. It's morning for me.
Yeah, right. It's like it's Saturday night. Like
Right.
I ain't doing shit.
No.
But it's been a wonderful episode. It's been fun. It's
agree.
different without my friend Zach here, without my co-host.
Mhm.
It's different, but he's not a fan of WoW. He never really played WoW or Diablo, really. So it doesn't really bother him.
Yeah. I mean, and that
He does want to meet you, though. He did tell me that.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll meet at some point.
Oh, yeah, you're going to come back, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll tell you about I'll tell you the idea later.
Okay.
On where you'll come back, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we'll discuss it here in a minute once we turn the podcast off.
Yeah, because I'm not telling everybody else the plan yet.
No, it's a big secret.
They can wait. They heard about the card game. That was good enough. I'm going to give them a warning. Give me 5-10 years.
Right.
It'll be the next big thing. As soon as I find somebody to draw. Should just let my kids do it.
You should.
Just let
That
my
would be
kids
fucking
draw
cool.
some shit, and then I'll fucking make this big complex like fucking magic game out of it.
That would be actually pretty tight.
And then they just over here with like Squiggles, and I'll name it like fucking Squiggles the Destroyer.
Right. It could work, man.
Why am I giving out $1 million idea?
I don't
on a
know.
podcast right now.
I don't know why you got to
Damn it.
clip that off.
Disregard all of that. But anyways, yeah. So this has been another episode. I'm probably gonna throw this up a week or two, probably, give or take.
Sounds good.
I think so. I don't know. We do weekly. We already did an episode for this week. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You'll be on there though, for sure.
I have faith in you.
Oh yeah. I've got so much, I've got bonus episodes ready to be released. I've got so much already, pre-recorded. Just
ready to go.
oh yeah,
That's how you do it.
that
man.
will be released. Don't worry, people, you will get it. I just might make you pay on Patreon for it. I should just start a Patreon.
I mean, there's no reason not to.
I got to give them content to pay for, but
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe we'll do Patreon for the card game. There you go.
Yeah. Get a little Kickstarter campaign going.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Get money to pay an artist.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck it. But this has been a great episode, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me out here.
Yeah. And then it's time for a smoke break.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Hard agree.
all right. Have a good night, peeps.
Peace.